I'm a traditional weaver, and I have become quite fascinated with Doris Florig's exhibit on Save the Reef, largely because she is not the kind of weaver who works totally by herself, but she works with others too. And the big importance of this latest project is the collaborative effort, not only for weavers, but as a model for how conservationists and preservationists will come together to save the reef. So Doris,
yes,
tell me how you got this idea to begin with. Were you part of somebody else's project, or did you just start pulling people together?
well, I live on a sailboat in the winter. I spent 14 years cruising the Caribbean. And most recently, well, not most recently, maybe 6 years ago, I was anchored in the atolls in the Belize, snorkeling. And I came up, and it was really depressing because I came up and I saw so much dead coral. And the woman in the dinghy next to me came up and said, "Wasn't that beautiful?" And I thought, oh no, go back and look again. Because she saw some beautiful pieces of coral. What I saw was dead reef. Like 80% of it was dead. She saw the beautiful pieces. There are some beautiful pieces, and that's what people are seeing, and they're overlooking the dead reef. So I decided that it's time that people need to look around and see how bad things are. There's nothing I like better than shrimp cocktail, but I'm finding it difficult to order shrimp cocktail anymore because the fish, in order to have a shrimp cocktail, you kill lots and lots of fish. You kill turtles, you kill all kinds of sea life in order to have shrimp cocktail. And the baby turtles are born in the sand. And the problem is the baby turtles, after they're born, they need to find their way back to the ocean. And they can't find their way back to the ocean because of the development on the shoreline. And what is happening is there's so many lights at night, they get lost. People are much better and much more aware now. During the season of the turtles being born, they have a tendency, people are starting to turn the lights out at night. It speaks for itself. The glaciers are melting and it's separating families. And also families are losing their homes because they're drifting into the ocean. What's happening is the currents from the melting glaciers are working their way down to here along the eastern seaboard, and the Gulf Stream is coming up and it's trying to work its way up to Ireland, and it's meeting with the currents coming from the glaciers, and it's slowing down the Gulf Stream, and it's pushing the salt water into the Chesapeake Bay and along the coastal waters, and the salt is killing the pine trees. And it's working its way in, and it's killing the forest.
So Doris, talk about this ship, because I think it came from overseas, right?
It did. It came from a tapestry school in Spain. I connected with them through, I'm a member of the Tapestry Alliance, American Tapestry Alliance. And I put out a notice that I was looking for tapestry weavers for this exhibit. And, you know, I really need to learn more about this. It's from Galicia, which is the northwest corner of Spain. They're not part of Spain, but this is a traditional ship. And before I do the next exhibit, I'm going to ask them to write up some information about the history of their country. The nice thing about this exhibit is I'm learning all the time. I'm learning about people all over the world. Now, I've got people working on this exhibit from the UK, people from Australia, people just all over.
So, Doris, everything seems to end up in destruction. This seems to be the final result, whatever the events that you've talked about. And it's ominous. It's ominous, and it's happening without our being able to stop it or control it. But this is beautifully expressed in this particular piece because it's a piece of tapestry weaving as opposed to what I do, which is loom weaving. In my kind of weaving, the warp and the weft are fixed.
Yes.
And once I put the warp on, the end result is inevitable. It looks as though that's been captured in tapestry weaving as well.
Tapestry weaving, this is fine art. I mean, this is like any fine art painting. This is incredible work. This is like a tapestry. This is like the Middle Ages. In the Middle Ages, tapestries were prized more than a painting. This is fine, fine work of pieces of wool. I do tapestries also. My tapestries aren't, the wool is a little heavier. When I weave a tapestry, it takes 5 hours to do a square foot. I haven't checked with this woman, but this is more than 5 hours a square foot. So I don't know the exact hours that went into this, but you can do the math. And I don't know how many square feet are in this, but this is a lot of work, a lot of hours, and a lot of time just sitting there because she loves to do the work. This is one of my pieces. I'm a tapestry weaver, and I dye all my own yarn, and this is done from aspen leaves and sage. And then after I dye it, and then I weave it, the tapestry technique, and then I shape it to get the tree. Read you?
Oh, are they?
Yeah. Hi, I'm now on tour with Save the Reef, and we are in Florida. And I'd like to introduce you to the director of the gallery here in Fort Myers.
Hi Doris, I'm Jim Griffith. I am the director of the Sidney and Byrne Davis Art Center in downtown Fort Myers. Welcome to Doris and the Save the Reef exhibit. We are so excited to have this amazing show exhibited tonight, and we expect a huge crowd. So let's go inside and take a look.
And we're lucky because several of the fiber artists are upstairs right now. Let's go.
It's the beauty of kind of working together with like minds. You have a common goal, common theme in mind. You know, everybody takes away different aspects of their art. You've got a crocheter here, needle felter here, some woven tapestries back there, hand-dyed pieces up here. And it's like even though everybody's got their own technique, their own speciality within the arts, having that common goal makes all the pieces kind of come together.
Because of global warming, the water is warming, pollution is in the water. The things that are suffering the most are the corals. And corals are all over the world. So everything that's happening to the world is happening to this coral. And well, that's indicated in this particular piece by the white. Once the algae leaves the coral, it bleaches, it turns white.
Wanting to make it a traveling exhibit and to bring awareness to the public that our coral reefs and our plants and the whole ecosystem is in trouble.